Hey, what's going on, Shib Army? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while, and it's time to do an update video on Shiba Inu burns. We have a little bit more information than we have had in the past few days. And now that we're in January, we have to address the elephant in the room. These automated burns that are supposedly set to take place this month. So in this video, we're going to break down what we know, some of the things we'd like to know more about and perhaps see, and also talk about SHIB more generally later on in the video as well, and just kind of give my thoughts right now on Shiba Inu. And this video, obviously, for every single Shiba Inu coin holder. So if you guys would be so kind, smash the like button, drop a comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling right now, because that will trigger the YouTube algorithm to push this up in the algorithm so more people see it. And we hear from more people in the SHIB Army, because people at the top do watch these videos. They do look through and see what community members are saying. So let's do our part and push this video up, because this is not about me. This is about us. And, I got my start in crypto through SHIB in a lot of ways, and obviously want to see this thing through and want to see what's best for this community moving forward. So without further ado, let's dive in and take a look at what the information looks like in terms of Shiba Inu burns right now, some of the information that we currently have. All right, so this is in our recent blog post that came out 2 days ago, okay? A lot was said about kind of where they went in 2023, and Shiba Cows is coming out with their second release, which was cool to see. But we want to get right to the burns, obviously, here, right? And of course, I just lost my train of thought. Bear with me here. We will find it yet again here. Okay, let's just do this. Let's do that. All right, boom. That will get us right back to where we need to go. All right, so we'll scroll on down, and they talked about some of the big events that we had in 2023. I was out there at ETH Toronto. That was very cool. There it is right there. The Blockchain Futurist Conference and ETH Toronto, big sponsor, the main sponsor there. It was an awesome event. It really was. And then we had some tough sledding, right? When Shibarium first launched in August, didn't go as planned. People got upset. There was some uncertainty or lack of clarity related to burns. People were a little upset about what transpired, right? So flash forward, we have made some strides in that regard. And now kind of all the attention has shifted to SHIB burns for the time being. And I think Metaverse is going to be kind of a big area too. But here it is right here. SHIB recently made headlines with back-to-back mega SHIB burns following the monumental spike of Shibarium transactions earlier last month, resulting in over 200 million total transactions as of this writing. On December 4th, about a month ago, the Shiba Inu team sent a total of 8.24 billion SHIB tokens to the dead wallet. 2 weeks later, they sent 8.61 billion tokens, followed by a third one clocking in at 8.53. On December 23rd, the team continued its aggressive burn strategy, burning a further 8.47 billion SHIB tokens worth 90,000. This marks the fourth major burn, bringing the total amount to 33.8 billion right now. In an X thread, Shytoshi explained the role of global adoption in having impactful burns, paving the way for a paradigm shift to elevate crypto, blockchain, and Web3 to a global standard. He added that with the help of the community, this shift will support the technology that is being built and will ultimately lead to the expansion of the Shiba state and reinforce the SHIB Army's identity as the greatest community in the world. So there's no doubt that Shiba Inu is in the midst of a big transition, going from meme coin to real utility. And there are some people who agree with this and disagree with this, right? No one's ever going to be 100% on board with anything, especially when you have the amount of community members that SHIB has, right? We're talking about millions of people. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this before we get back to the whole burn discussion. Drop a comment down there. Give me your thoughts on just this transition as a whole. Do you agree with it, disagree with it? Is there something you would like to see more or less of? I genuinely want to know what you guys think on this. So Shytoshi goes on and says, as billions of SHIB prepare for roasting, yes, it is in progress. This is back on December 16th. And Shibarium transactions are worthy of toasting. I continue to look forward to next week's announcement. And this obviously was in the form of a couple different things, one of which they said would, be automated burns. A lot of work has been happening in the background of Shiba Swap as well, which we'll get to, but we still don't have a ton of information related to burns, and I'd like to have more, right? Now, if we go over to ShibBurn, the ShibBurn website, and check out what's been accumulated, we've got just under 1 million still right here, $938,000 worth of bone that should be transferred into Shib and still burned. Will this happen before automated burns start? I don't know. When will automated burns start? I don't know. We were told January. We don't have a date. Maybe that's a good thing because the last dates that were listed were missed, right? We said that we'd have these 3 big burns on 3 consecutive days. Then they went back to the drawing board, said it would have too much of a price impact. We've still had these burn sessions, but they've been spread out. Just some kind of transparency around the whole burning mechanism here would really help, considering a lot of people in this SHIB community care about this. And it's not hard to see that a lot of people feel as if they should get more insight into what's going on with the Shiba Inu burning mechanisms and the systems that are going to be put in place. So again, the big questions here, because this is what we had. This is the information we had. Once we reach a 25K goal, it would be burned. Well, we've done that, and it has not all been burned. There's still a lot sitting here, as shown right here on screen. The total transaction numbers on Shibarium, it's been phenomenal. I've been very, very excited and happy to look at that as those transactions have ramped up, right? And we can go over to Shibarium scan and take a look at that. Daily transactions have fallen off a little bit here from 7.8 million daily down to 4.37 million daily, but still that's a solid number. 4.37 million daily transactions. That's still a ton, okay? The bone price has also fallen off here quite significantly in the last month. It could be a good opportunity. Anytime we get down here on the bone price at 63 cents, it usually does bounce off of this pretty well. If we go over to Dex Tools and we take a look at bone, it's been pretty regularly that we've bounced off these levels before. Look what happened here back in November. Okay, we might have a little bit more deeper dip to go, get down here to 60 cents, and then an explosion all the way back up to 97 cents. So if you're looking for a short-term swing trade, that might be an opportunity for you. By the way, if you're looking to become a better trader, this is the tool. I've made so many plays on bone using my own indicator, XT Algo. Yeah, you guys are going to say, oh my God, Zach, you're shilling your own product. Damn right I am, because it works, guys. You can set up your custom alerts with crypto stocks. Listen, if you don't believe me, try it risk-free for 30 days. If you don't like it, full 30-day money-back guarantee. My whole team, I've got a whole team working on this because we're scaling this thing. We're taking it to the next level. We'll give you all your money back. No questions asked after 30 days if you don't like it. That's how confident I'm about it. I am about it. It embeds right in with TradingView. And speaking of that, let's just take a look quickly. We're going to come back to this burn discussion too, so stick around with us. I actually just kind of thought of something looking at bone. I bet you it's getting ready to maybe signal. Okay, so far we've got see the momentum down signal right here, guys. See this? This was your sell signal right here at 71 cents. Since that time period, we're dipping all the way down here. I mean, that was your sell signal. Here was your buy signal right here, 72 cents. If you'd have just bought in right here, 72 cents, rode it to the top here, somewhere close, 27, 28% return, just like that. Boom. Then here's your sell signal. We're waiting for that next drop, I think, into this range, and then we'll get that momentum up signal again. So again, you can have access to all these tools that I do. Links are down below to XT Algo and all of that. But, coming back to these burns, we'll close out the video with this, guys. It just comes down to transparency, right? And we're making this big transition from meme to real utility-based crypto. And I think there's kind of a point right now that we've reached where we're kind of stuck somewhere in between. We've got some community members that are still all on board. We've got some that are going this way over here, some others that are going this way. It's hard to keep everybody unified, especially when we're not all on the same page with deadlines, timeframes, and what's happening with the burns. And I know burns aren't the end-all be-all, right? And Shaitoshi and company have said that the best way to burn is through real utility. I agree. But what does that process look like? What's happening with the almost $1 million worth of bone sitting there right now, as I just outlined? Like, what's happening with this money right here? Is this going to be automatically burned? Shouldn't we be burning this before we go to automated burns? When do automated burns start? These are sort of the questions that I think all of us in the SHIB Army, at least a large majority of us, want answers to. And listen, before we close this video out, don't think for a second I'm making this video to quote unquote bud the project or throw shade on the community or whatever. That would be absolutely asinine and ridiculous, considering that I have been here every single step of the way since we even knew what Shiba Inu was. I was here back in April of 2021 making videos here on YouTube. Before then, I was an investor. And I have been here through the thick and thin, and I want the best for this community. But I also want better communication and more transparency from the top. I don't know if that's too much to ask, but that is what I'm feeling and seeing from the community, and I feel and see the same things that they do. So as we continue into 2024, let's hope that things play out perfectly. And I should say never is it going to be perfect, but let's just do the simple things and easy things by sticking to a date, letting us know what's happening with this new burning mechanism, right? And I really, really, really am curious to see what's going to happen with gaming, the metaverse, AI, and how this all fits into the bigger system. I think there's going to be some real big opportunities here in all three of those areas as we move into this next crypto bull market. And Shiba Inu is still well positioned, very well positioned. The market cap is still over 6 billion. We're still a top 20 crypto. And it's been a rocky ride here for the entire market for a while, and for SHIB specifically. But I still think there is time to see SHIB rise again. And I'm confident that we will see it in due time. Let me know what you guys think down below. Can't wait to hear from you. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. And make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're not only talking about SHIB right here. We're talking about all things crypto all the time, not trying to let any opportunities pass us by. Thank you again. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.